What is going on, guys? This is the PokeG Time podcast, where we serve you up where I serve you up a cup of the hottest takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community. I'm NotShivam, and uh, yeah, um, hmm, yeah. I guess he went somewhere. I don't know why he does this. Like he knows it's at 9 o'clock. I don't know why he does this. I really don't know why he does this. Actually, let me go ahead and focus my camera a little bit. Are you right there? No. There we go. There we go. We are clear as day. We're going to be talking about some interesting topics this evening. We're going to be talking about Drake's. Not plural, singular. Drake has now come into the card hobby. Drake dropped $200,000 on multiple cases of Flawless, which is sports, for those guys who do not know. Flawless. Yeah, we started without you. Flawless is like just a case of Flawless literally goes for $20,000. Like just a little box of Flawless goes for $20,000. A case where it basically has two boxes goes for $40,000. So he dropped $200,000, and Yizzy, I'm echoing from your side. Fix it.
Okay.
Which was crazy. I don't think he pulled anything. I'm still echoing from your side.
The only problem is that I now have access to adult money, which means I can buy whatever.
Dang, this thing's
You know we're live.
Like shit like this.
Yizzy.
Really?
Yes, we're legit live.
Oh, yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? Good morning.
Getting back to my point, Drake, I don't think he pulled anything good, but what he was going after is a one-of-one LeBron triple logo man. So it's his logo man from the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Warriors, and the Lakers. So that would have been really interesting if it was pulled, but it wasn't, unfortunately. There was probably about 1,000 people watching the live. Like I think at one point there was like 1,300 people. Like Gary V was there, Don Diego was there, Radar was there. Shoot, I mean, even Champagne Poppy, Drake himself was there. So it brings me to ask, what are your thoughts on this? Because I think this entire topic itself is speculation based, and that is, what do you think is going to happen overall with Drake coming into sports, right? Like, are we going to see some level of trickle-down effect in the Pokemon? Are we going to see that where it was kind of like back in 2018 and 2019 where we saw sports cards just take off, and then it led to the eventual situation where we saw a lot of scalping because Pokemon became so high in demand. And so like that, it's leading me to ask that question, like, are we going to see some level of trickle down? Are we going to see a trickle down effect with Drake coming into this space? Are we going to see a lot more people coming into Pokemon, especially with a lot of price increases with certain cards? Like we just saw a PSA 10 First Edition Shadowless Charizard card, I think, at a 20 million cert, sell for $420,000 when not too long ago one sold for $366,000.
Jeez.
What are your thoughts?
Man, I don't know. I mean, the one thing I think of is like that Logan Paul effect, where he was first to market and he brought that trend, but then when he came back again, it didn't hit as hard. So even though they're on different spectrums of like celebrity tiers, I don't know. Will that cause an impact, or are his type of fan base even cater towards that type of TCG, because he's more of the sports, more of the hype beast type. Pokemon, I'm not sure, man. Like I personally, right? I rather have my viewers, or I rather my face show on somebody's platform like Leonhardt compared to someone who's like an NBA star with like 10 million followers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in terms of the impact, I don't know how much it would have on our community per se. But sports, I think it will. I think it presents an opportunity for people as fans to collect something other than what they view on TV. And when they see someone as like their influencer or some artist that they love, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer for the sports card community where it will blow it up. No, not blow it up, but it will cause more of an impact than the Pokemon community.
I don't know. I think we're gonna see a lot of people flock to sports or try to get into sports. So for those guys who do not know, I believe there's 1,600 flawless. I think it's either cases or boxes. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. If you do watch this and you're heavily invested in the sport, someone can correct me. But this being a complete one of one, and him chasing LeBron, someone that he knows. I think there might be some level of trickle down effect. I think like sports cards the sales of sports cards make Pokemon cards look like chump change. Let's be honest. And to see what's happening, it's just crazy. And I think like this is just the very beginning. I think we're just gonna see more and more larger content creators that are not involved in cards per se, or rappers or celebrities get involved with cards eventually. I think it's just gonna happen. It's bound to happen at this point.
Especially people in that millennial age bracket, where around like 25 to the early 30s or 35s, where they were like, man, I do love this now, and I do have big boy money, and I do want to get into a hobby or collecting, right?
Yeah.
Do you think as someone who's never collected before would jump into a hobby because of like certain influencers and incidents that they see, like what Mr. Champagne Poppy himself did?
Possibly. Like I think people might get some level of exposure to it, and they might see, oh, like there's probably money involved, so why not, right? Or like you could just have like a normal tied to sports. Like let's say there's a lot of people who are involved with sports gambling, right? But that's all they do. They watch sports and that's all they do. But they also follow Champagne Poppy, and when they see that, hey, Champagne Poppy created an Instagram account called Panini Print 6, then they want to follow it. They see like they start delving deeper, saying like, oh, like collecting sports cards is almost like sports gambling. And in a way, you actually get to hold whatever asset you're holding on to. You're making plays, whether it's short or long, depending on the season, depending on the player. I think it's a pretty good space. I think it's I think that's like you have so many different things that are going into it that I see nothing but big things happening out of it, and huge things coming out of it.
What about does that? So I saw something online, and I'll bring it around to like what we're talking about now. And it was this guy that like invested in NFTs, and they were just like fishes, like tuna, and they're not a certain kind of fishes. Like I don't know what it was on. It was like a marlin fish or something like that, and there was only like 20 of them. And basically, that NFT grants you. It's not just the picture of a fish itself, but it also grants you access and grants you priority in seating to that specific restaurant for who sells and serves those high-end fish. So it leads you to believe if they somehow incorporate that into like basketball, almost like seatings, right? Or like priority like pre-orders into buying tickets to like seasons or something like that. Well, I don't know. To like tie it all back around. What do you think? I don't know. It's interesting. Because like where's TabLab? TabLab said, when we first talked about it, like it's not only the picture and art itself, but it has like its own value and its own whatever for it. Are we good? Are you good, Show?
No, I'm reading chat. I'm catching up with chat. So Annie said, did the PSA 10 first edition Charizards, are they being purchased by collectors or investors? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like if it was a collector, we would know by now. Collectors want to show off their collection for the most part. Not all of them, but a lot will go about, showing it off. Whereas like investors, in a way, they just kind of, stick to themselves. They stay to themselves. They buy and they hold on to. They don't really like disclose that.
I mean, it could be a mixture of both.
Uh-huh.
As collectors, we are invested into our own product.
What is that? Is that a 25% increase from the last sold? Right? Like last sold was like what? 366. 420.
No, we just said both. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Times 0.25.
I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
a little
What do you
less than
have
20%.
about like what I said last.
25%. About the whole NFT thing?
Yeah, just like with the sports, you think that would be the future?
I think, this is kind of a conversation I had with Elite Pokebox. So I was on Elite Pokebox's podcast yesterday, and we were talking, and their podcast is called Winning Kanto. The subject matter of that evening was essentially tech and technology and where we're kind of headed to. And I hate to say, I don't hate to say it, but I think eventually I think it's going to happen. I think eventually we're going to have alternative assets, specifically physical assets, being traded digitally, just like the stock market. So like, just like how we can currently day trade cryptocurrency or stocks in real time and we can day trade between multiple currencies, cryptocurrencies, where we can day trade between different stocks. I think that's going to happen with physical assets, and maybe NFTs are that bridge or the answer to what brings us there. Who knows? I mean, like, there was a NFT company called Courtyard.io that is actually, you send in your physical asset and they turn it into an NFT. And if you want it back, you just burn that NFT, but it gets stored into their vault called Brinks. That's, I guess it's covered by Brinks. I don't know. And somehow you get royalties off of it. I don't know all the ins and outs, but I'd say NFTs are very speculative. You're still holding on to something. And similarly, it's the same thing with sports cards. But the way I look at sports cards is it's very high risk. I don't know if it's as risky as like NFTs. I don't know. You're still holding on to something even if you buy it. Like, you're still holding on to that bag if it's full or empty. But there's a level of sports betting involved with it. It's cool. We'll see how it goes.
Like, when people are using them like for memberships or like loans or like access to certain events, like, how do you feel about that? Like, them incorporating that? Like, do you think that's like the future?
Yeah. I mean, like, who knows? I mean, I think that's the only
where like you buy. There was like 200 release, and then you get priority at that famous restaurant, right?
Right. I mean,
it's that.
I know this is like kind of off topic. I just think, yeah. I mean, like, typically speaking, like, utilities that are associated with like, if NFTs offer a use case with like it has a utility, then those are the ones that are kind of going to survive. Whereas if it's just like a picture and that's it, then it's nothing. But yeah, I mean, like, going back to like to the topic of Drake being in sports, I don't know. I think it brings us to the serious question: is Drake now the first rapper to do sports cards? Please get the reference.
No.
It's Soulja Boy. Drake, Soulja Boy, Drake?
Wait, what? No, sorry.
Okay. Yep. Guys, confirmed again, Yizzy's a boomer.
Man, I just don't spend my time a lot,
A rapper actually follows me. Relatively big. He knows. He's good. He used to be good friends with Lil Peep and XXXTentacion, along with Craig Zen. Actually follows me. He made a Pokemon account way back. Fat Nick.
Cool.
Yeah, he made a Pokemon account way back, and his account's I think it's Gordo's Pokemon.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, really cool. He had a thing against Collectibles Guru. He was like, man, if I see him, it's on site.
On site? Ooh.
No, it was funny.
You know
but
who
yeah,
else is on site? No, I'm just kidding.
oh. Well, moving on to our next topic, I think this is gonna be this topic is actually hot news.
All right, moving on to the next one.
Fake Pokemon cards that are being sold by Walmart. Well, it's like not exactly by Walmart, but one of like through the vendors. You know how like TCG Player has like a multiple sellers. It's sort of like that.
Yeah.
We saw
Once
Deep
you
Pocket
provide,
Monster.
like, reputability and you're verified, and then you get to that point where like you're just kind of lost in the background. They trust you until something like this happens.
Until you just start screwing over people, And so essentially, Deep Pocket Monster. Shout out to Deep Pocket Monsters. If you're not following or subscribed to Pat Flynn, please do so. Pat Flynn bought Evolutions, I believe, and they sent him fake cards. And Pat Flynn went through the customer service through their website, and it took him forever to get through an actual person. And I don't know if he was issued an actual refund or not, but it's kind of sad that some kid could have their parents, or like during Christmas, like parents, like a lot of people do online shopping nowadays, and a lot of people don't want to go, and even in the midst of COVID, lots of people went online shopping. So like, who's to say like a bunch of people these days are just like a bunch of kids these days are just walking around with fake cards? I know it's not crazy or bad or anything, but like it's still not the real thing.
Yeah, man. When I got into trading or a trading card, I remember them, that Joy something at Walmart, and like everything they post is so sketchy, so sus. And I watched the video, and when he was talking about like the wrappers and stuff, I bought this, I think Lost Thunder, not from them, but I bought it on Amazon, who's also guilty, right? They got verified sellers who are like 5-star. They get into Pokemon and they order. They don't know what they're looking at. If they're having like 20,000 sales, they're just like grab. You know what's really common? I'm getting off topic, but like if you buy some like widget, right? Like something like this, like a light, they get it from China and they try to price match something from Amazon and then like beat the price.
Yeah.
Even though it's from the same distributor. That's
Happens
the
all
same
the
thing
time.
with Pokemon. They don't understand the industry. They saw it at China and they can manufacture it for like $50 and they post it on their website. And man, I'm about to make a video, like a follow-up video, because I have this Lost Thunder booster box that has the exact same thing as that evolution, and I'm so scared.
What you should do is like when you're making that video, you should like get your reaction of like a side angle of like you literally watching Pat Flynn's video and be like, hold this, like wait a second,
Yeah,
and then
that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm
Wait,
going to
listen.
do like a parody of his.
Yeah.
Of course, like the whole idea is from his video.
yeah. So like it'll be of you watching his video, be like,
Yeah.
wait a
correct.
second, and then you get your Lost Thunder fake booster box. That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be pretty cool. You should do that.
I mean,
like tomorrow.
I can whip it out right now. That's what she said. But like, it's over there, and
That's
I've
what he
always
said.
questioned it. Oh, is that what he said to you?
If you're whipping something out, then you're whipping something out.
I mean, like, she can whip. Okay. Anyways, I can bring it out, and it's over there. But like, there's just, I remember looking at it, I'm like, this is so sus. I'm just gonna keep it in sole collection and just kind of be weary of it, because I hate ordering booster boxes off of Amazon or Walmart or whatever it may be. I'd rather have like a TCG distribution like website or like company that are professional, and know what they're looking at. Not some company that dips their toes in like freaking little widgets and spinners and Pokemon cards. It's just, oof. This is very sketchy when it comes to this. So I'm going to do a little parody of it. It's going to be fun. What? Why are you always smirking, man?
Just some of the stuff you say, man.
All right.
It concerns me. It concerns me. But hey,
Yeah, I'm super excited.
if you're happy, I'm okay.
But other than that,
But just to continue on to the subject matter. So what was interesting is that I saw Keemstar on what's it called, Drama Alert, covering this story, and it was very interesting in how like Keemstar said it. Like he said, guys, your Pokemon cards are probably fake. Just saying, like, everyone. He's like, he I don't know why he like tied in the big influencers in conjunction with the fake cards that are being sold at Walmart, because like he contacted Bryce Hall, and Bryce Hall opens up his little vault of Pokemon cards, right? And he showed a picture, obviously, of Logan Paul with all of his Pokemon cards. Obviously, he's been duped, but that situation has been fixed. But Bryce Hall just starts pulling out all of his cards. Obviously, like, you can see the one MetaZoo pack in there. You can see all these other vintage cards in there, and it's like, who's like, what actual influencer is actually going about, like, what big influencer with all the resources that they currently have is actually buying booster boxes off of Amazon or Walmart? Which, I don't know.
I feel like those are
He was essentially like saying like, hey, all your Pokemon cards must be fake, and like all the cards that like these big influencers have are vintage cards for the most part. They're graded too. Whereas like he was connecting that to the whole Walmart thing, and I think it was just a way to like get clicks. I don't know.
Maybe. The more you talk about it, the more I remembering myself doing that.
Yeah,
like
but like
going to
that's
Walmart
like
and
ask
just, like,
yourself how much.
Googling and just searching up Pokemon cards and just hitting the buy now just because it was convenient and it's Walmart.
But ask yourself this, right? At that time, what resource, like, were you actively like trying to find those sources? Were you like, how much information did you have? How new were you to the hobby? Like, those are all things to consider.
Yeah, but like I think it wasn't the access part. I think it was more of it was just easier. It's just more convenient. And like usually easier and convenient rules it all. And I think that he knew certain influencers. He's like, I'm not gonna call them. Like, I'm just gonna Walmart, Pokemon, see what they got. I got so much money. Let me buy some real quick. And then you realize, oh shoot, like these aren't for real.
But we're talking about investing, right? Like he tried to connect, like the actual.
Yeah, I mean, but like even if he did invest, I'm just thinking of like what Bryce Hall did, because he's been on Whatnot. Like he's bought stuff from me. And he was like, "Oh yeah, like Charizard, like this
That
guy
could have been
did a
in his
big
safe. You
stuff
should
for
watch
me."
the clip. Just try to look out. That could have came out of his safe. That's one thing. You've sold a Bryce Hall before. You shipped things to Bryce Hall, but you didn't even that didn't register with you.
I registered because he did a base set box. So I'm like, the likeliness of this being him is probably is. And then like, I forgot what his address was, but he definitely didn't use a PO box. So like, I'm like, okay, that has to be him.
You still have those
But good
records
thing
too, though.
kinda,
That's the
like,
thing.
your secret's safe with me, man.
You
What?
still have access to those records too, though, because like it shows like
Yeah,
all
I
your
do.
sales and who bought from you.
I know where Montoya lives. I know where King lives. I know where Kiddo and Mori never bought from me.
I know where he lives.
You know where he lives? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where.
Yizzy, we should send like a mystery box of Pokemon cards to Bryce Hall.
I know.
Poke Tea Time special.
I know where Ninja lives because I remember looking up the address. I was like, golly, that's a huge place. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's interesting the people that are coming out. But I think Keemstar also loves to like clout chase, maybe.
I mean, he has clout, but I think he's really good at being able to like get clicks.
Yeah. You should learn a thing or two, Shiv.
Yeah, that's why we literally made this clickbaity title.
Oh, can't say no. I moved. Really? So like the stuff I need to send you is not your actual place because I just made your label.
No, but like we're talking about fake cards, so do you think that vintage fakes are starting to get really good?
I think they've been good. I just depend on which manufacturer did them. No? Because something like Rev even got faked out when he did that Japanese box.
Speaking of
And,
Rev,
like-
guys, next week on the 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be having none other than Pokey Rev on the Pokey Tea Time podcast. And tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. We're going live late. We will be going live with none other than Island Grown.
Oh, you
Now
said it
back
like
to
that.
you, Yizzy.
That was really weird. Like it
Have
looked
you
like
seen
you
yourself,
were really
bro?
trying to be like a WWE announcer.
Have you seen yourself, bro? You look weird.
because you know you weren't. You were like Island Grown.
I try to create hype, excitement.
Yes. You know what? A for effort. A for effort. No, you're right, Tap Lab. He definitely deserves the type of views and clout that he's occurred over the years, 15 years to be exact, like you said. Back to me. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't call it clout chasing. I call it just him doing what works.
Yeah. What were we talking about, Shiv?
Fake Pokemon cards.
Fake Pokemon cards. What do you know about other fake Pokemon cards?
Have you ever bought a fake Pokemon
I
card?
think a good video.
Actually, you did. Never mind.
I really like how Pat Flynn said, like, you know what? We got our refunds, but I'm going to get down to the bottom of this so this guy can't rip anybody else off again, or at least remove that fake products that they think is real, regardless if they know or not.
Yeah.
And so, like, he used his personal account, which he's been content creating for a while and has major impacts in other industries of the tech world. And use that to get to them. And of course, Walmart responded. And so kudos to him. But another thing that I kind of want to piggyback off of him again is it's also to like how to spot fakes and how to spot red flags. I think that's a good video too. Because to me, as soon as I see that Walmart stuff, as soon as I see like Amazon stuff that posted up, like it's just like kind of already systematic in your mind. Fake, real, fake, fake. Like I don't know about you, but have you ever like looked for Pokemon cards in general? I know.
No, I have.
probably
I've
King
looked.
has. I know
I've looked
probably
up on.
Review. Like the fake ones. You can just see it, and it's like systematic in your mind. Yeah, that's fake. That's sus. I don't need that. And so I think that's a really good video. Other than like trying to shut people down, because I think that's good. But there will always be someone else that's trying to sell these fake products.
What does it say about Walmart?
Huh?
Does Walmart need to do better?
And I understand like the quality part. So like for example, this case, right? And this is kind of how I look at it. This clear case on my phone, okay? This case is, let's say, $10. You throw a NotShivam brand on this, it's $50. Okay? That you created the product and you patented, okay? I bought this and it's $10. Most people don't care that this is fake and that they paid $10 for it. Shiv, will you please listen? Most
My mom
people
texted me.
will not do what?
My mom texted me.
Most people will not, for reals, listen. Most people will not care that they bought this for $10 and know it's fake. They're like, this looks like that high-end product you can buy, right? That NotShivam case that's really high quality. Oh, well, I paid $10 for it. And they move on. So, like, I don't think people in, like Walmart or Amazon really understand the value of how much impact a fake product can be in TCG, though. So, like, that's my theory behind it.
Kitamori says fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards and scammers are selling on Walmart. Ruxin34 shared his experience recently too. Yeah,
and that's how they get away with it though, because there's so many like China off-brand products on Amazon, on Walmart, Target, any other like
Wish,
selling
Alibaba.
platform.
Oh, excuse me, Alibaba.
Alibaba, yeah, and most people don't care. We know it's fake. Like Pokemon plushes, we know it's fake. It's cute. We'll still pay $5 instead of $50 at Pokemon's, center.
I think that's important. I think it's important to say that, like, in this space where there is ways to make,
yeah.
I think in this space where it's like easy to make crazy amounts of money, that means that there's going to be people that are going to come into this space who are going to try and jip people off. It's unfortunate. People get scammed all the time. People get sold fake things all the time. Happens to literally everyone. It happens to the best of us. I think
just
it's
think there's products where like people know they're buying fakes or they're acceptant towards that fake product where it's like acceptable. Like Alibaba, you can buy a fake Gucci belt or a Louis Vuitton for like $10. Like, does anybody really think you're getting, 3 of them packaged for $10? No, like no one believes that.
yeah, no. Like what for me, that's why I kind of stay away from Amazon, even if these people have like 5-star reviews or like with Walmart. Reason being is because it's like these are coming from different vendors. Like this is not actually from like these aren't products distributed to Walmart. These are like actual vendors that have been approved by Amazon or Walmart, and they might not know. It goes back to what you said. They might not know what they have, but we certainly do, and it's like I said before, it's like unfortunate because it's like there's a lot of parents out there that can't really spot what is and what isn't real. Like as a kid, you only had to worry about buying getting Topps Pokemon cards versus like the actual Pokemon cards, right? And it's I mean, at least the Topps cards are authentic, whereas like today it's like if you're buying something off of the internet, you don't know if it's real or not, and your kid probably doesn't have something that's legitimate. I think that's something that goes along the lines of like doing your research. Like I know like time is of the essence, but like just going the extra 2 minutes just to kind of compare certain things or find out whether or not you're buying something is legitimate. And so I know all of us here in chat and whoever might watch this for the most part kind of know what we see.
Would be good. Scam of the day. Like, there's so many out there. Somebody should just like tap up. You should just make a video like you do your other stuff. Like scam of the day. And
Cardport does that. Kind of.
Huh? Yeah, but ours is strictly Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and start out with that.
I know. Andy did terrible packagings where he like made like I think the highlight reel is still there if you go on his page. But it would show like
Andy, like okay, you buy damaged cards anyway, so.
But still though, it says a lot though. Like how like even if it's like a damaged like 4 gold star card, right? That's still $100, $200 that they're just literally throwing in a plastic Ziploc bag with nothing to protect it.
Do what?
Nothing.
I missed it. I was working on my knee snapper that you didn't.
It's knee slapper, not knee snapper.
Knee slap with me. Knee slap with me.
No.
Okay.
Let's see. Read chat. Yeah, I have a fake Supreme bag, but I'm still flexing on Foos. I know it was fake.
$20. What's it? He gets it. People buy like you think you're buying a Supreme bag for $15?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
I mean, Alex Hodges bought like a bunch of fake first edition Shadowless Charizard cards just to quote unquote show how people take care of them. He like threw one in like a washing machine and probably burned one and ripped one and.
Yeah, I'm buying these cards so you don't have to. I love that phrase. All the content creators use.
I'm buying this so you don't have to. I'm eating this so you don't have to.
Yeah. I'm purchasing this mystery box because you don't have to. Shout out to Rev.
What up? Hold on for a second. Guys, we are going to go ahead and talk about our sponsors real fast. We got the Pokemon Network, who's also on the phone with me right now. The Pokemon Network is the place where you can buy all your cards, cheap and or expensive, the most affordable or the most expensive. He is your one-stop shop of buying your cards. So definitely go hit up the Pokemon Network on Instagram and make sure you follow the Pokemon Network on Facebook. All right, peasant, I got a podcast to run. See you later. All right. We'll talk about TCG Stadium real fast too. TCG Stadium is
I like that person. Just saying.
Yeah. Jimmy's son takes care of us. They sell everything Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon related.
I like Jimmy.
But do you know who I like the most?
Jimmy.
No. Adam from Collector.
Adam's cool too.
Expo Games, Collector. Collector is a great app. They just added this functionality to it. It's called Premier. Let me read the text. Let me read it real fast so I know exactly what I'm saying. So don't look dumb.
Chop.
Okay, hold on. He says, Shiv, we just launched a section in the app called Premier Listing.
Ooh.
So on Premier Listing, If you want to check it out, you can go on my story on Instagram and you can kind of take a look at it. But at the very top, it says not Shivam, and it says watch now, and it says YouTube. So it's kind of like their way of letting people know what's going on. If something's live, it lets people know.
That's
So,
cool. Holy
yeah.
crap.
Yeah. But I've heard a lot of
your face in there.
you gotta talk to Adam, man. Be like, hey, I want to be on the content creator corner.
No, that's all good, man. That's all cool. You put in the work, you deserve it. All right.
But yes, Collector is super easy to use. I think that's like the one thing that, I've had a lot of people messaging me saying that they just love the app, and that, with each and every fix to the app or addition or add to the app has been amazing. You can put in any cards. You can check your portfolios. They have a trending session to tell you what sealed product is trending. They just added basketball cards.
You know what's a cool card too? A Dark Charizard. Those are pretty cool. All right, keep going.
They just added basketball cards, and I think this, honestly, like, I don't think this app is only going to stay in, like, the TCG realm. I think it's going to, it's going to encompass everything that's collectible, which I think is going to be awesome. Maybe shoes, maybe football cards. It already has Funkos. It already has TCG cards.
They gave away a little secret, like, in our last podcast. Or they didn't give it away, but when I asked them, they were just like... I was like, are there going to be, like, trading or anything like that sort of involved? And they were just like, we're going to keep that on the wraps. The reason I said that is because, like, back in the day, that's what I wanted. I was like, there's all these... I think I talked to you. It was, like, sometime last year or, like, in 2020. And I was like, I hate how, like, you can't make safe transactions, How cool would it be to go to someone's vault or their website and they have, like, their digital collection? Hopefully they have that real card. They can take multiple pictures and you can be the middleman of that transaction for a small time fee and have it app-based. And I had that idea. But, like, there's just so many, like second, third-party handling that it gets rough, right? It's like, when I sent my Charizard, that wasn't there. Or, like, if it gets lost in mail, then who gets accountable for it? And then lawyers and all that
you have to
stuff.
factor in insurance and all that jazz. That's all part of it.
Yeah.
But, like, I really do believe that this app is going places, and I'm definitely excited to see where it's gonna go, because I got told some stuff last week, and yeah, it's some sweet stuff. I think
they have the right people in the right industry with the right amount of money in there.
I think
Like,
it's
they
also
have
like the
all
fact
their
that they're
eggs in a
passionate.
basket. They have all their eggs in a basket to make a app that it's not only catered towards, or that's not just like money driven, but passion driven as well.
Yeah, but I also I like the fact that these guys are super passionate about collecting, and it just shows.
Oh yeah, like, you think a loot box and all his videos where he's like $10,000 box opening, 5,000. You think he's making money on that? No, he's taking big L's on every video. Like, as a content creator, I know, like, this is crazy. Actually, we do know because he, like, showed us.
He told us. He straight up told us. He said it on our podcast.
Yeah, he straight up told us and showed us. Like,
Yeah.
So
I'm very excited to see how technology is going to take place in this industry. I'm excited, go to kind of circle back. I know we, already discussed Drake and we kind of ended that topic. Apparently, he said that he's going to be in Jersey for the National in July, so that could be a really, really big event. And I should be buying my tickets relatively soon. My VIP tickets to the event, I will be buying them, and I'll be going up there and seeing what's what.
I think the move for Pokemon, like, sorry to, like, be on the same topic but not on the same subject, going to nationals would be a good source to find Pokemon, because everybody's there about sports but then have Pokemon aside, so it won't be overwhelming in a sense where, like, I'm like, so many Pokemon people here, like, I don't know.
Nah, bro, they've been so, like, 2018 was roughly when Pokemon cards started popping up at the National. Last year was big. There was a lot of people there doing big deals with Pokemon, like, lots of stuff. But I think it's just becoming more and more mainstream and more part of the overall economy or market of card collecting and buying and
I
selling and
just think I'll
trading.
get better deals at nationals
Possibly.
um compared to like anime con. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any like
Dude, it'd be sick to get an OVO collab with with Drake on this podcast. That'd be sick.
who?
If we had an OVO collab.
Who's OBO?
OVO. Please tell me you know what OVO is, Yizzy. Do not look it up. Hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. It's October's very own.
Huh? What?
It's October's very own.
Does that have to do with Drake?
Yes, Yizzy.
See, I knew.
No, you didn't. You literally just Googled it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I told you to put your hands up in the air, and you didn't do that. You're still looking at it.
I don't have to listen to you. You're not my dad, okay?
Yeah,
Tu papi
you're not.
moñeño, okay? Tu papi moñeño, okay?
This guy. Yeah, Yizzy,
guy.
you are 100% boomer confirmed. Like, double confirmed with this video, this
Let me
podcast today.
look up boomer real quick.
That's you.
What is a boomer?
It's going to show you.
Boomer. Oh, boomerang.
No,
What's that-
just boomer.
That goes around and comes back. Okay. The younger generation have to live with the effects of longer in the boomer do. What generation, though? He is reckless and enjoys fighting more than anything else, like a buttercup. What? While all three boys love to cause havoc, Butch seems to enjoy it the most. Often, he is most
Are
caring.
you
but
reading a book?
Does boomer like buttercup? Okay, that's not the right one.
This guy.
What's a boomer? Oh, a baby boomer. 1980s? How am I a boomer? I was not born in 1964.
It doesn't matter, dude. How do you not know what OVO is?
I don't know. Cause I don't keep up with modern culture. If Drake came to my face, I knew who Drake.
You keep up with modern cards, but you can't keep up with modern culture? The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, dude.
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah.
Yizzy, officially, like, he could be wearing the most drippiest thing there is, but, like, it doesn't match with who he actually is.
No, music's just not my passion. I don't know. I'm
You
not the
say
type-
music's not your passion, but you literally picked up a ukulele, like, 5 seconds ago.
Okay, rap. Okay, I'm not a big rap culture type dude anymore.
Yizzy thinks rap is, the thing that you put around a stick of gum. That's what he thinks rap is.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be, but now, I'm just
Yeah, you're a boomer. I used to
not that
be,
dude.
but now I'm a boomer.
just not that dude. I'm not that guy.
He's
anymore.
a boomer now, guys. He's admitting it. He doesn't want to say it, but he's admitting that he's a boomer.
That's Powder Puff Girls. Was I reading something from Powder Puff Girls?
Oh, probably.
That's funny. Man, I made some pretty good notes here. I'm just saying. Some freaking pretty good notes. I hope I wrote it. I need to write that down. Like the content ideas, Okay, let me write this down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to just interject and YouTube ideas.
Do you think fake, like how well people are? Do you think this faking issue is gonna get worse?
Fake booster box, Lost Thunder, Pat Flynn. And then what's the third one?
Answer the question that I asked you.
The Pat Flynn one, the fake stuff exposure. Oh, how to take, and then how to find if it's fake or not. Okay. All right, I'm back. What's up?
Answer the question.
What's the question?
No, I'm gonna let you sit there until you actually understand.
You think fake something? That's all I remember.
Mhm.
Chat, help me out.
Do you think fakes are gonna get worse? Like, do you think that issue is going to become worse and worse?
I'm trying to think of why it would and why it wouldn't. So
I think it would because of the amount of money that's involved.
oh, okay, that's where you're going with. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Like, if there's enough money driven, then it's worth people's time. Time is money, and it's worth people's time to make these fake cards and replicate these high-end cards.
Mm.
As far as modern, because when you said fake, I thought about Pat Flynn's thing. I'm like, is it really worth these companies to make these fake cards if Pokemon's output is so high in printing? I would say no. But is it worth to fake up PSA 10 Charizard and fake booster bot cases? 100% it is.
Yeah, because I think it comes down to like if it like my concern or my hope would be as more as like great as these fakes are starting to get, I would hope that these authentication companies kind of let us in and let us know what their processes is or are
Yeah,
when it
that's what
comes
I
to
was gonna
authenticating
ask
a
you
card
actually. Do you
and
think
what's
it could
gonna.
be so fake and so real that like it's indistinguishable to even the average or even high-end collector
I think
or
age
most
will come into play to it though.
Hmm.
So like I just want to know like what does that mean for all these brand new TCG companies? Because a lot of these brand new TCG companies, they don't have a lot of experience with a lot of these very high end cards or very niche cards, right? What they're good at is being able to tell the condition of a card from the scale from 1 to 10, but they don't know how to essentially authenticate it, right? We saw the issues with HGA with them authenticating fake cards. You know, PSA's done it before. Beckett's probably done it before. CGC's probably done it before. So what's in the future? What's taking place right now in the grading industry that is essentially happening to where what's being authentic is truly and legitimately authentic? Because I know for a fact that with the way technology is advancing, the good is obviously there's a lot of good things that are coming through. However, there's gonna be bad that comes with it too. And some people are saying like, AI grading might be the answer. I don't know if AI grading is the answer. I think the eye itself is much more powerful than an actual artificial intelligence. However, people's
I think it
judgment.
depends what type of things you're looking for.
Mm,
And that's a good point, Kang. You should like clip this off from the beginning because I think that's a good question to ask these companies like BGS and PSA and CGC. Like, what type of things will they be incorporating to find out these fakes that could be polluting, polluting the TCGs that we
Because like
love and
if you look at our hobby, we've had a lot of bad things happen in like the past like year. Like there's
such as
lots of like bad, big headlining news, right? Obviously we saw the Dumb Money TV incident. We saw, the case incident with the GI Joe cards. Like there's a lot of big things that have happened that makes it very worrisome, right? And Pokemon right now is a space where people are very, they could very much be concerned that are
I have
very
a
much.
question. When you're talking about fakes, are you talking about the cards? Are you talking about like sealed product? Are you talking
Everything,
about
dude. Even down to the fake slaps.
oof? Hmm. Because the reason I say that because it's so easy to fake a sealed right shrink wrap. Like I feel like it's pretty easy to fake that. I mean, it's not hard, but like in a professional level, like I feel like the people that are faking these are kind of mediocre like resealers. But if it gets so, yeah, I would say so. Like, yeah. So I think if it gets to an exorbitant amount of money, like the sports card money, people are like, now it's worth like the big guys, the people who really know how to fake something.
I'm saying it's gonna like I'm saying like right now, yeah, for sure. But like I'm saying in the future, with as the rate at which technology gets better and resources become a lot more available to people, then 100% you're going to have really like damn near impossible to tell
Yeah,
fakes.
you're gonna get these Picassos
Yeah,
coming into the industry
yeah.
making stuff, not freaking Joe Schmo, aka NotShivam, trying to freaking fake Pokemon toy item, you know, like who knows nothing, who grabs like a hair dryer or something like that. I don't know how you work it. So it's
We'll
very
see.
interesting.
We'll see.
We would love to know.
You know, I think this podcast is like more like speculation, and you know, kind of us giving our 2 cents across the board, with stuff like that. So there's a lot of interesting things that are taking place, and you know, I'm still hopeful if that matters, right? Like, I'm still very optimistic with this space, in terms of just sheer collecting, and you know, if we're talking about investing too, in a way, I'm still very much optimistic, right? Like, old is gold, for me, and so like what that means for me is like the stuff that I currently have is gonna obviously be worth way more in the future. Hopefully, if you factor in the rate of inflation, but you know, we can only speculate. We can always talk. But that's why we're here every single week on the Poke Tea Time podcast discussing things. We're not always right. We have a decent amount of experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're always right. But it's always good to talk about this kind of stuff, see what's happening in the ever so changing world of cards, because it's like, it's crazy.
And that's why
like
you should only collect modern, because you will never get fake. I'm just kidding.
No, it's just interesting though, because like all the stuff that's happened, like all the craziest things have happened literally in the past 2 years, like in Pokemon, right? Like 2019, nothing crazy was happening. 2018, nothing crazy was happening. You know, all the stuff that's crazy has happened like in 2 years, and like we've experienced that, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good solid topic.
Territory, right? Comes with a territory of being hype, being in demand,
Mm-hmm.
and nostalgia, and influencers. You know, like what's that person made a video on? It's all our fault. It's all our fault, Shiv. All your fault. Logan Paul's fault. Leonhardt's fault. Everyone's fault.
Yeah, like last night.
Huh?
Yeah, it was your fault last night.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna talk much on it.
Right?
Yeah, what we talked about last night on the phone.
What did we talk about?
You tell me.
I don't know. My cards?
No.
My studio?
You said don't mention it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Hate to ruin the conversation.
Yeah, you definitely ruined the conversation. But guys, if you've enjoyed the podcast so far this evening, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe, make sure you're here tomorrow evening at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see us go live with none other than Island Grown. And then next week, we have PokeRev coming on the podcast. We have Pokemon Radar, who's wanting to do the podcast with us. We're just working out the schedule. And once that's finalized, we will let you guys know, hopefully this weekend. But yeah, we get a lot of interesting things that are happening, and myself and Yizzy, we spoke it over. We will be outputting lots of more videos and content on the page, and we'll be kind of discussing it on a back and forth with you guys on the Discord, because again, we seek for we kind of want to like have a back and forth and see what you guys are looking for, and maybe you guys can be a part of that piece of content. But
and join the Discord.
Yes, join the Discord for sure, 100%. Make sure you join the Discord, because that's where we will be figuring out stuff. It's where we will planning out stuff. It's where we will be planning out stuff. But besides that, Yizzy, how's jiu-jitsu today?
I didn't go.
Why?
I know. It's been a rough couple of days, you know.
I would be sad if, guys, we can all see how sad Yizzy is because he hasn't mounted or rolled around with any guys as of late. So
yeah.
We can see why he's sad. He was also very sad. He was also very sad last night. Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, but he was also very sad last night too.
Tornado advisory, so I didn't go.
Yeah, to keep up to date. Yes, King. King said to keep up to date.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Why?
But
Missy,
how's
why?
so Yizzy, tell me something.
Okay, what do you want to know?
If you could go to actually, let's make it car related. Out of all the places we've been to, convention wise, car related wise, what place have you enjoyed the most?
I think Dallas.
Why Dallas?
I think the ramen shop. It just kind of started out like well. The after hours trade night that accidentally happened in the hotel room and lobby, where there was like a bar to go to, a lot of room, and a lot of people there. Where, like, for example, here is the middle section, right? The rooms were around this middle section up.
Oh,
Right. So like everybody in those rooms could look down. Oh wow, there's people in the lobby. Let me go down there and hang out. So I mean, it's just a really good location, good atmosphere, and I don't know, I enjoyed it.
I agree. I mean, I
I'm
think
a very like down to earth, homey type person, and it definitely hit the spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's storms here in Alabama right now, so I think I'm gonna go to jujitsu tomorrow. What about you?
I think it's either Dallas at the embassy or the Marriott in Tampa. Reason
Ooh.
being for Tampa, it's just that first event, fantastic, and the second event was great too. I'm not gonna lie, but it was more like I think I liked the area more than the actual event for Collectors Con. They have a lot of work to do, nothing wrong with that. But just the overall vibe that Tampa kind of gave me was always like, mellow, good food, good weather.
Yeah.
Like I think like when I was in the last Collectors Con I went to, it was like 20-degree weather here, and then as soon as I landed over there, it was like 80-degree weather where people could like go in the pool and stuff, and I thought that was like, I was like, wow, this was awesome. Dallas was just fantastic because like it was my first time meeting everyone, so like meeting you for the first time, meeting Nate, Danny, like literally Andy, a bunch of other people's, like it was my first
I
time
remember
meeting
back
everyone.
in the day, I went to the first Collecticon, and you were like, "Bro, like I have so much FOMO."
I
Like you were just
did,
messaging me,
and like the thing
calling
is
me.
like
And look
I
at
was
you
wanting
now,
to go.
man. You're like an experienced convention goer.
I don't know why that's like a skill or something, but yeah, no,
I
Tampa
don't
was
know.
great.
You're just experienced now. You know, you're not a virgin anymore. You're not a convention virgin. You pop that cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're a professional now. You're like hosting panels now, opening first edition packs, running around creating content. Just big
Contracting
baller.
videographers,
Mm-hmm.
getting
Which I need to
Kang
add
as our
to
editor.
59. I'm gonna ask, do you have a videographer for the event? I would love to do that. I kind of want to video. I want to be like what GoBreaker did for Collecticon.
No, I actually have like a legit videographer contracted out for Dallas and Charlotte.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So that would be cool.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But anything else that's going on in your life, Yizzy? You want to tell us?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like, so Shiv has been hinting out about the date I went on last night.
Mm-hmm.
No, yesterday afternoon.
Yes.
And yeah, that's what he's hinting at. That's it.
I'm sure like in the future, Yizzy will talk about it.
Whoa. I'll let the people ask the questions, not you, Shiv.
But you're not going to answer them.
I'll answer the people's question.
Do it in the chat right now then.
Yeah. People, you have how what time is it? I'm gonna cut it off at an hour. We are at 58 minutes, so you'll have 2 minutes to ask me any question about yesterday.
Oh, Montoya was quick with it.
Yes.
Dang.
Vlogs are top tier content.
Yeah,
You know
Kitamori,
what?
we're gonna be delivering more of that. Dallas and Charlotte will be the conventions that we will actually have vlog content. Reason being is because, like, myself and Yizzy, we've come to terms where it's like we can't be in front of the camera and behind the
We went
camera at the
to
same
eat
time.
ramen, and we had boba, and we walked around the mall.
What happened during the date? That's what Montoya asked.
That's what happened.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Typical casual
No,
date.
I'm giving them all rights. I'll answer any questions in the next 2 minutes.
Oh God, tell us about the date, Yizzy. How'd it go?
Out of 10, because it wasn't too specific, I'd give it like a 6.8 out of 10. I think that's fair.
So, like, a D, is that a D or a C?
If you round up, it's a C. Air horns.
Okay.
Air horns. What does that mean?
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. Keep asking. I'll answer any question. Any question.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
Shiv can't ask. 'Cause Shiv knows a little of the details, and I feel like he can cheat.
Yeah, nothing's going on in my
What
life.
went wrong during the date? Not what went right. I would say a red flag that I found during the date was exes were brought up. Did you guys make out? No. Second date, I don't know or think so. Look at Ship. Just eating that. Anything else? Y'all got 1 more minute. When second date? I don't know if it'll be a date or a hangout second time. 70% is the losses you can't see. What?
70% is the loosest C you can get. I'm
Did
confused.
she have exes living in Texas? No, I think it's.
Ooh.
I
But
think it's-
Yizzy about to be living in Texas.
Oh, exes? Yikes, bro. Nothing went wrong. Nothing wrong with exes brought up. To me, it's a red flag because there's baggage that comes with it.
Yeah, Matt,
like-
Lucari Forever is correct. So it's okay to bring up X's, but it has to be done in like the correct fashion, and it has to be done in the right kind of instance. If it's just like constantly being brought up, then it's not a good thing, and then it's not
I don't think
really.
it was like a bad thing, but that's like my rule of thumb. Like, of course you can make exceptions. Of course you can say this and you can say that, but like just a general rule, like you don't bring up your exes on a first date or whatever.
I mean, I've done it.
Okay, you don't get it. Stop making it. I get the exceptions part. I get
No,
the
I'm just
like.
talking about me.
Oh,
I'm talking
like
about me.
it was in transition. It wasn't like us talking about it. It was like, oh, this and that. It just happened to be mentioned. But
Yeah.
like just general rule in general.
Mhm.
You know. it
That
should be
that yeah,
fine.
those are your rules. Like my rule, that's okay in my book. When I'm doing it, it
Whatever.
just really depends.
Just stop arguing just to argue. Just let it go.
I'm having a
man.
conversation. It's like a gray area
Yeah, but you do that so much. Just some
because
things let go.
life isn't black and white. Duh.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, like just let it be. You know.
Yeah.
Golly.
You just gotta slide in someone's DMs. Just do it one time for me.
No, I don't do that.
Will you
All
do
right.
that? Well, actually, can I ask you a serious question?
We're done.
In-
I'm
in
done with
lieu-
questions. I'm
in-
gonna ask like the best of best questions.
No,
Your
this is about our
questions were
bet.
weak,
This is about our
son.
bait. This is about our
I'm
bet. This is
disappointed in the
Yizzy,
protein time
Yizzy.
content.
This is about our bet.
What?
So since you haven't done it, in lieu of the bet, would it be better for you to just like DM someone of my choice?
No, because at that time it's not a bet. It's like it can be misconstrued as like.
Yeah.
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 I don't do that, man. Ooh, see, I can't answer any more questions. You know, y'all had your chance to ask as much questions as you wanted,
Mhm.
and I even gave y'all extra. I gave y'all 6 minutes. I said 2 minutes. I gave y'all 6 minutes.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and conclude this podcast.
Let's do it.
Yizzy, go ahead and sign us out.
Peace up. Deuces. We're out. Oh, sips up. Pieces up. Peace up. So we like to end the podcast, all right, with our little goofy little sign thing. If y'all want to do it with us, you can. I'd appreciate it. If not, I get it. We're goofy. We suck, and all the above. All right. So ready, chef? I'll give y'all it. We do this. We sips it up. Pinkies out. We deuces, and then we salute, and then we gone. We sign out. She just likes to stay on the thing and act like, oh, we're done. Hopefully, Yizzy says something stupid, and I'm still live. And then I'm like, ha ha ha. All right, see you guys. But you know, I'm outie. So let's do it, chef. Sips up, deuces. Come on, dude. Act like you care about the podcast. Sips up. Deuces. And we're out. Aye, Captain. I see you later. Bye-bye. Oh gosh, I think I broke my camera. Oh no, I can't get it back. God. I'm just gonna hang up.